got the name Stitch 'em Up after like my 6th or 7th pro Muay Thai fight. So I was cutting everybody in almost every fight, and I think I got to like somewhere around 77 stitches or something. And we're like, oh, Stitch 'em Up, and it was like, Joe, Stitch 'em Up, Schilling. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Goal in a fight is to win by knockout. It's the most beautiful thing in the sport. It's what everybody wants. It should be every fighter's goal. I mean, I only fight one way. I can't change how I fight or my style. It's gotten me to this point, and that's just kind of how I fight. I could see other guys, you know, if you say you score a knockdown in the first round, a lot of people would just coast through the next 2 rounds just to win on points. You know, that's just not my mentality. Maybe that's my downfall, but that's not how I fight. If I knock him down once, I'm coming to knock him down twice. I've always been a fan of the tournament styles and the Grand Prix. It's just it's an amazing thing. And after I beat Steve Wakeling, if Artem goes on to the final and I beat Artem Levin, you know, that'll never be able to be done again. You can't replay that again. You can't redo that. This is one time ever that all 3 of us will fight, and that I'll beat both of them in one night in a tournament style and walk away the Glory World Champion. I wanted to fight Steve Wakeling for a long time. The fight hasn't happened. I wanted to fight Artem Levin for a long time. Both of them know this. It's not a big secret. I'm kind of a loudmouth jerk on camera, so there's been multiple videos that I'm sure they both have seen that you know, me asking for those fights, and they haven't happened. Now, you know, thanks to Glory, September 28th, the opportunity is there for that to happen in one night. Steve Wakeling, he's a really good fighter. He's from the UK. You know, I've wanted to fight Steve for a long time. He's a very, very good fighter, but he's had a long period of time with inactivity. I think if you're a world champion, you know, a long period of time that you're just not fighting and people are calling you the best, you know, it bothers me. If it wasn't in my weight class, I wouldn't care, but when I'm the interim world champion, like, so when do I get my chance? And, you know, these guys just keep collecting checks to fight guys that no one's ever heard of, defending their titles to people no one's ever heard of. And I'm sure they'll say that they've never heard of me. That's fine. They're going to hear about me September 28th. Well, I've been dreaming about knocking these 2 guys out for the last like 2 years, but yeah, I'll fight that fight in my head probably 300 times before I ever get in the ring. These are the kind of fights that I get up for. You know, I want to be the underdog. I want to be the guy that everyone says can't do something. That's kind of how I've always been my whole life, and those are the fights I want to be in. You know, after I beat Stephen Wakeling, you know, nothing against Jason Wilness, and you know, best of luck to him. But I really hope and pray that Artem wins his fight and that we meet in the final. I'm definitely hungry for that paycheck, for sure. You know, Glory comes along and puts you in a tournament for $150,000. You put a poor, hungry kid and dangle $150,000 in his face and see what happens. A lot of my fans have been waiting for me to fight these 2 guys for a long, long time. To fight both of them in the same night in my hometown in front of my family and friends it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. For my fans, September 28th, I hope to bring them 2 back-to-back knockouts and to bring that big-ass check home to my kids, September 28th.